Hi Libra, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. Each month I offer half priced readings with great discount. If you want to know more information about the special offer for the month of November, also email me and I will gladly provide all the info required. If you would like to donate and support to my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link down below. So Libra, I do feel like in the month of November, some of you really have your temper kind of on the forefront. So you may be more temperamental, more aggressive, let's say, with your words and the way you are projecting your ideas, forceful, than usual. I do feel like there is an issue here of you maybe, moving or wanting to move too fast or doing things faster, okay, than what the situation or the, let's say, relationship, imagine if it's a relationship or the situation itself, you want to move faster than what it's supposed to or what's ready for. So knowing your knowing when to push and knowing when to hold back, knowing when to retreat and then when to go out, very important, because I feel like some of you have a tendency during this month of November to really feel like angry with something or again, as someone that you may see as the one to blame for you not having your way or for you not having certain things happen like you would like to. So there's, again, temperance is also here. Calm down and be mindful about the need to compromise. It's not only your way or the other's way. There is a sense of you needing to compromise during the month of November, and it may be harder than what usually for you can be. I also feel like there's, if this is not coming from you, of course, in these readings, it always goes both ways. It can come from you feeling much more, aggressive and much more, impatient about certain things. It could be coming from you, but it could also be coming from other people in your life that you are feeling they want to make you or do things or force their beliefs, force their ways of doing things on you. And there's like this charged energy of friction. There's a lot of friction in your personal relationships during the month of November. For some reason, I'm thinking about April. So it could be that from now to April, this is an energy that may linger, or at least from last April until now, you may have more of circumstances that have appeared in your life with this vibration of imposition or impatience, and dominance, mental dominance. It could be that you are trying to dominate mentally others to make them do things, your way. So there's a little bit of a mental manipulation, but it could also be that you are being manipulated, and some of you are aware of that, and you may be reaching your limit, or you may be really thinking about leaving a situation that it doesn't let you breathe, or it doesn't let you think the way you think. Because it's interesting that I feel like from the majority of Libras here in the month of November, thinking and your original thinking and your ideologies and your ways of talking and writing and projecting your voice to the world, this is somehow that's really significant this month. It could be because of work, it could be in your personal, again, relationships, it could be because of you want to put more of your thoughts out there, expose them. you may feel like you have a voice, and that voice is to be used. So you're not going to hold back just because someone doesn't agree with you or doesn't understand. That's great. That's exactly, I feel, what some of you have been kind of challenged in the last months to do, is to leave the bubble, leave the comfort zone, leave the limitations, leave anything that is not allowing you to be your own self. So things that were holding you back from blooming here in your full potential, in the freer version of the Libra you are, yes, it's time to break free from that and use your voice. And whoever likes it, likes it. Whoever doesn't like it, it doesn't matter. You're not here to please everybody. That's right. What I feel, though, there's this aspect of it. It doesn't matter if someone agrees and likes your work. If you want to do it, do it. If you have an opinion, give it. But it's another thing as well, and it's a very fine line. It's more thin than usually we are aware of. That's one thing. Another thing is to subtly subtly want to impose that truth or that thinking or that idea on someone or in a circumstance in which there may be, yes, a very different approach. And so I feel that there's a risk here for some Libras in the month of November to do this thing that I was talking about, where they start, using more of their voice and with a lot of strong opinions about matters, and then meeting other people with different opinions, and then it comes challenge. Either you put temperance and you compromise and you respect each other's for your differences and for your thinking in your different beliefs and ideas, or you clash. And I feel like until these energies are more harmonized, there is at least one clash in the month of November that will make this evident or more important for you to acknowledge. I also feel like you can just be simply leaving relationships and people behind in your life that are not respecting you for what you want to be respected for. I also feel like you have been doing some work with the Eight of Cups here in the Spirit position. Some of you have been doing some work in leaving what's not serving you and daring the new, daring to enter a new phase in your life where you can be more emotionally fulfilled. Sometimes this card represents an ability to move on and let go from emotional burdens of a period in your life that used to make you happy, or relationships that used to be, what you wanted, and they stopped, you invested emotionally into them. They stopped giving you that same amount of love and care and satisfaction, and now you move on from them. You leave them behind. And I feel like the month of November may be a turning point for your, it's like spiritually, I feel like you are more in tune with the desire to move on than maybe in the past months. So for Libras that are still struggling with moving on from something in your life that it holds you back, November can be a great month to actually feel more at ease with this, okay? And actually inspired by the new discoveries that lie ahead. I feel like some of you are waiting for the right time, and December may be it. So December forward, there may be a lot of changes coming and a lot of adventures or a new phase. And right now in the November may be the month where you are kind of voicing this, or you kind of confirming that, yes, I want to leave. Yes, I want to go somewhere else. Yes, I want you in my life. Yes, I don't want you in my life. It's like making a lot, is putting people and situations in their places. And maybe for the first time acknowledging that to yourself, is that there are things that fit in your world or in the world you want to create, and there are things that don't. And maybe due to these disagreements, or due to this, more of this hectic, energy, maybe due to these clashes, you will find in you, you know, the sign, or you will find that that's the sign or the breaking point of a certain situation that you were trying to, you know, take it as it was or hold on to. And then there may be something happening that makes to you very clear, no, this is not working, this is not what I want, this is not what I want in my life anymore, or something like this, or just that it doesn't work, so you will leave it behind. Others of you, I feel like it's a month where your thinking, it's the key for your success, but also for your challenges. So working on your mind, working on clarifying yourself first and foremost, working on development, okay, of your ideas, development of what you would like to do ahead is where you may find this peace, okay, this ease, this conciliation with elements in your life that you are feeling are, you know, at conflict or not working together. There's something that is not working, okay, in your life. It could be in terms of work, a business partnership, a relationship, you and your co-workers, you and your friends. It's like there's something that it's not working that some of you wish it would, okay? And I see that some of you are really trying your best to make it work, but honestly, I feel like for the majority of you, you will leave something behind. Or even if you continue to be trying to harmonize and conciliate with someone or with a particular situation, you will do so in a very different way. Or there needs to be agreement. It's like agreeing to disagree between you and maybe your opponent. There's a sense of having an opponent, or having you know, it's like a duel, but it's like a duel of words. It's very interesting. It's like a match between you and someone else, but in very different ends, and you have your opinions and this other person has their own opinions, and you know, coming together to bring peace or truth of peace is hard. It may be something though that ends up happening and you still decide to move forward, or you and this person, if it is about a friend, a family, or a loved one, you and this person decide to work together, but agreeing that you need to do this in different ways. It could just be as simple as well as you putting better boundaries, okay? You making yourself, it's like making yourself clear about what you allow others to do and say to you and what you don't. There's a sense of, okay, you are not entitled to do something, and you cannot act this way with me. Or it's like, you know, Libras tend to usually they tend to accept a lot more than usually what's healthy for them and what's good for them. But I feel like something may make you so upset during this month that you decide to put those, you know, lines in the sand and really change here your perception here. There's a little bit of a rebel energy in your thinking, so you may also have a lot of sudden, you know, epiphanies and ideas you want to kind of the danger that I feel here is that some Libras may want to start, you know, quarrels, or you may be the one going after the quarrel itself. That's what I want to say. Even if unconsciously, you may start the provocation, you may provoke, you may tease, you may say something that may be you know, the trigger for this situation to kind of happen. Or yes, it could be someone else that may tease you or trigger you, but I feel like your mind is not stable, you know. It's not, when I say stable, it's like this Knight of Swords and this Five of Swords is trouble, and it's in the mind position. So it means that you are feeling like there's a storm possibly happening for you in your mind, either because you can't come to terms with what you should do, or because you feel suffocated. And like a storm, when it pops, it destroys what it needs to destroy. There's thunders coming, and there's tornadoes, and there's rain, and it's a mess and it's a chaos. But it's at the same time, I feel like for some of you, it's a release. For Libras that have been, again, holding back their opinions, taking more than what they should take, of others to themselves, this is the month where no longer you will accept this, or that even if you do, if you continue to accept, because of course not all of you will do this, it's a general reading, even if you continue to accept people to mistreat you, how you will feel inside is going to be like, I just mentioned, this stormy, because a part of you wants to compromise, a part of you wants peace, a part of you wants to understand the other, and a part of you just cannot stand it anymore, and you may be at battle or at odds with your own being about what to do. Either way, with this Eight of Cups, you will most likely decide to leave behind what it's not working. So if you and someone else are discussing topics that are, like over and over and over the same story, and none of you gets to an agreement, you will seize the conversation, or you will seize the issue, okay, the topic, and start a new one, or just make sure, put your opinion in the matter, put your truth in it. Truth matters a lot for you during this time. Or you will just decide to progress and move on to a chapter where emotionally you can, it's like you can write your life. I feel like some Libras want to write their lives and hold a pen, and you want to write what you think, not what others are telling you to write. So I hope you have a great month of November. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.